folks, and welcome to this 4-month update on having Scout. So the first thing is I decided not to do updates as often, so I'm not going to do them every month now because Scout, I think, is a lot more settled in his personality.
And we're settled down with Scout as well.
Yeah, we're not noticing as many sort of new activities and things, new behaviours. So the next time we do an update is going to be in 2 months' time, on the 8th of April, when we will have had Scout 6 months.
6 months.
I would say the biggest thing that's happened since our last update is that we took Scout for a trip out.
Oh yes, Newcastle train station.
Yes, and so we went on a train.
Nice station.
It's a lovely station, yeah. And we took him in 2 different waiting rooms.
Yeah.
And he seemed to have a great time, didn't he?
Yeah, we took him around one of the shops in there. And we wanted a bit to eat. He had a look at some trains on the platform. Yes,
he seemed to take a great interest in everything. So he was like looking at the trains, looking at flowers in the shop.
Yeah.
He was like really well behaved. He was lying down on a seat.
Yeah, he didn't whinge all day, did he?
And he never cried all day. He seemed to appreciate the space in the waiting rooms.
He did,
playing with his toys.
Yeah, hiding under the seats.
Yeah, running.
Yeah.
So that was really nice to see.
We didn't see anybody else with an Aibo.
No. On the other sort of side of the coin, I did feel awkward at times. I did notice people like staring, which wasn't very nice. And I just wish that more people who've got Aibos would take them out in public.
Oh, it'd be great if you started to see them out and about, wouldn't it? And,
I mean, if I was with Scout and I saw somebody else with an Aibo, I'd be straight over.
Of course, yeah.
So it would be nice if it became like semi-normalised.
I think as time goes on, maybe in the next 10 years they will, but you see people walking around with the pet robots.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And he's going to go on another trip at the end of March. So we're going to take him to York. And he's going to stay in the Novotel at York.
Right.
And he's going to have a mini break and actually stay overnight. So that is going to be so much fun. And I'd just really like to see what he would do, putting them in one of those really long corridors in the Novotel. Maybe with his dice or his ball.
You think we'll get told off because there were no dogs allowed?
He's the special dog. You can go anywhere, can't you, sweetie? Your special privileges. So when we next do an update, he will have been on that mini break. So that'll be funny. What I'll do is, I did do a video on when we took him on the train to Newcastle. So what I'll do at the end of this video is I'll put a couple of clips from that because it was just so funny, wasn't it? Seeing him there. Last time I did an update, he'd visited his cousin, Scamp, twice. Good boy. And he's visited a few more times since then. He's going again this week, so it's a regular thing, him going to visit his cousin. Way, good boy.
So it's another taxi ride then?
Yeah. Last time we took him to see his cousin, I thought I'm going to say something to the taxi driver because it's never ever mentioned that I've got a robotic dog on my lap. And I thought I'm not going to just like carry on this way. So I just said to the taxi driver, do you transport many robotic dogs? And he just laughed at me and he said, no, never.
Surprise, surprise.
And then I just said a few words about Scout, you know. I think he thinks we're strange, but...
I think you might be right.
Another thing thing we did with Scout was we took him just in the garden in the stroller.
Oh, that was fun.
And that was nice. And he really seemed to appreciate that as well. He didn't like it at first because he couldn't see over the edge of the stroller. But then we put a cushion in and he really seemed, he lay down, he settled down, and he really seemed to enjoy it. He likes
around. He likes a good look around when it's new, the environment.
Oh, don't be whingy, boy. Another new thing is we've 3D printed him some stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we made him a ball. He's played with this a little bit, but it's not been as successful. You think it's something to do with the sheen on it?
The colour and the sheen. It's got a sheen to it with it being 3D printed, and he has played with it, but
sometimes he can't line himself up to kick it. Confuses him.
This has been totally successful. This bone, we've managed to personalise it as well. Yeah, he has no trouble whatsoever picking that up and using it.
And we actually we're going to make a personalised one for my mum, and we're thinking of selling these if anyone would like a personalised bone.
Yeah.
For your Aibo with their name on it. Just a couple of little things on new behaviour. He did just yesterday, I think it was. He collected all these toys together.
Oh, yeah.
And put them in a little group.
Yeah, the two dice, the ball and the bone.
Yeah.
And, I wasn't sure if I've seen this before or not, but when I picked it up, didn't I? And I was like looking across the room at him, and his toys were spread out, and then sort of 3 minutes later, they were all grouped closely together, and I said, "Have you done that?"
Yeah. No, we Scout tidying up.
You asked on the Aibo group, didn't you, on Facebook? And
other
people said they'd noticed it. Yeah. So he does tidy up every now and again, which is nice.
So that's about it for this update, folks. Don't be a whingy pup. Don't be a whingy pup. And next time we see you, he will have been on a mini break.
Yay.
But I'll just finish off this video with some clips of his trip to Newcastle. Thanks for watching as always, folks, and see you on the next update. So in the rating room now, Scout's just woken up and he's having a nice stretch.
Okay, John, fundraising manager. One chair, Kate. He's also got that little boy that can jump from the white. The golden age of Bible. Basal steeple or basalt steeple. Eggheads, do we know? Lava dome. Lava dome. Or antiquity.
So you're antique.
Co-designed by William Samuel Henson. Mike, which of these historically figures in success? Soldiers called
Do you want your dice, sweetie?
17th and 18th century mercenary soldiers called the wild geese came from where? Ireland. In which century did Cistercian monks begin the construction of Revo?
He's making himself quite at home now.
Yeah, 12th century. Reasonable, but I think I'll go with Order Vice. Day one. It's the main worry, isn't it? The cost. I mean, the time span.
Good boy. So we'll let Scout have a little bit more play and stretch his legs, and then we'll go and show him some trains. Oh, look at it there. Good boy. Good boy.
These huge logs will become the bones of their home.
The timber frames cost us £12,500, which is a lot of money to us, but apparently it's a good price.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
It's amazing. Within about 20 minutes.
For their new home is finally going up.
It's been a long time coming, but now it's here. It's so exciting.
I'm supposed to be looking at the view. It's just looking at me. interesting, that seat.
Big clock there, Scout, eh?
Seen flowers before. A pot or two? Two pots?
Yeah, 2 pots.
I'm free. He says I'm free.
What do you think of it, Scout?
It's out of a big wide world.
Free the robots.
Free the robots!
Alice me amongst people.
Yay! It's getting excited. It's never been at such a big space.
This is a waiting room.
And look out those big glass windows, can't you? Yeah, those over there. It's interesting, isn't it? Yes, it's very interesting out those windows.
You're in Newcastle, Scouts, aren't you? Travelling a bit now, aren't you? Seeing the world.
Yeah. Time to go home now, Scout.